DFW, it's Tina and
Luna
with Real Dallas Properties. We are proud to be your host today for our brand new podcast called The Real Dallas Life. Today we're going to start off for our first episode with how to get licensed.
Yeah, this is the number one question I get as a realtor is
All the time.
How do you get your license? Was it hard? Does it take a lot of time? So we're gonna be going over the full rundown for y'all so that you can walk out of this video being like, yeah, I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to be a realtor.
Right.
One thing I wanna point out is we've been in the industry for a minute, so we've seen a lot of people kind of come and go, and it does have a high turnover rate, real estate just in general, because people come in and it's not really what they expect. It's not really, how they pictured it going. So the very first thing I want to suggest to you is that you go out and you talk to a realtor. We've definitely had people come to us wanting to do this, shadow us, kind of just be a fly on the wall in our lives for a couple days, a couple weeks, and just see how real estate actually is.
Right.
This will help you know if it's the right career for you, because I would hate for anyone to go and waste all their time studying, getting ready. It is a really, it is a hard test, to be honest. So make sure that you know that this is the career for you before you just jump all into it.
Right, I agree. A lot of people go to school, they finish, and then they'll start real estate for a whole year, and then once it's time for renewal, they drop out and their license is inactive, and
kind of a waste of time.
Yeah, and money.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
You don't want to make that mistake. So definitely link up with the realtor. There's plenty in DFW that you can just reach out to.
So many.
And say, hey, can I shadow you for a couple days? I want to see what it's like to be a realtor.
Any good realtor will be more than happy to let you do that. So say that you do decide that real estate is for you. The very first thing you're going to want to do is go to TREC's website, TREC, I believe it's .gov. And here you're going to be able to see all of the licensing, qualifications, what you need, and they're going to be able to direct you in the direction of all the schools that are registered with TREC to get you licensed. So,
for school options, you have plenty. Me personally, I went to Champions, the School of Real Estate. There's plenty of locations, DFW. There's also online classes you can take, whichever you prefer. I'm a hands-on kind of learner, so I definitely need to be in class learning versus sitting in front of a computer all day.
I went to Kaplan, it's like kaplanre.com, and it's more of a self-taught option. So I'm the kind that I just want to teach myself, and I'd prefer to not have to be in class, not have to be online. So you kind of go as your pace. So there's definitely a lot of different options for the different learning styles. So make sure you find one that is right for you. They also vary in price. So the self-taught obviously is going to be cheaper, on the cheaper side, and the in-class options are going to be up there in the, I think, thousands.
It was like $1,100 when I went.
Yeah.
But prices are going up, so don't miss out. And the tests are getting harder.
It is the time to be a realtor. Since coronavirus, so many people have got their license, which is awesome, but it also definitely makes, our jobs harder. It makes the competition, the stakes are just even higher.
Yep, so you guys want to get started?
Only the strong will survive.
Seriously, they will. The weak will not last.
It is literally like a battlefield out there sometimes. I mean, this is off topic, but showings. I know Tina just pulled up to a showing yesterday and
it was insane. Literally, when I walked out, there was a line of cars behind us, and I was like, what is going on? But everyone wants to buy a house right now, and everyone is fighting for one house that's on the market, and it's literally a war.
We saw a statistic just recently that said that in January, there were more licensed agents than there were homes for sale.
Exactly.
That's one home, less than one home a month per agent in the U.S.
That's scary.
It is scary, but
we are commission only.
True, that is another thing you want to definitely make sure you fully grasp the concept before you jump into real estate. It is commission only. Yeah. It is, truly, honestly, only the strong will survive. You have to be mentally able to handle the stress that comes with this job. Don't want to scare y'all away in any kind of way.
There are just realistic.
Completely. There are people that are made for this type of work, and there are people that maybe you think that this could be something you like to do, but you don't understand the gravity of how emotionally and mentally draining it can be.
People think we just drive around all day and look at pretty houses. No. Sometimes you can go and show 30 houses, And
You'll be getting that McDonald's wage sometimes.
yeah, and your client won't like any of them.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We'll find one.
Yeah.
It just takes time.
And some deals come really easy, and that's the beauty of it, is that every deal is different and unique, and your job never gets boring. You'll never have 2 days that are the same. Anyways.
Back on subject. Yeah. So after you complete your courses, you'll take your exams in your courses to actually complete the classes, and then
I think
you
there's
will go
6 of
on.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you will go on to get your fingerprints done, background checked. No felons allowed.
Make sure you apply through the Trek website to become an agent. You can do this up to, I think you have a year to actually pass your exam from the moment you apply.
And if you don't complete that in a year, you will have to take your courses again.
Yep.
You
And
don't wanna do
repay the
that.
fee.
Yeah. Be smart.
Make sure you do it. Honestly, timeline-wise, I was able to complete mine within 2-3 months. I know some people that did it in a month. It's just how much you put into it, and you just want to make sure that you're fresh on that stuff.
It'll make the test easier.
Hold on, I just burped. Anyways, you want to make sure that you are fresh, you know, with those courses when you're going to take the exam, because all right.
Oh my God.
You say that part.
Just the way you said it, sorry.
You say it.
Like Luna was saying, you do want to keep up with the classes at a good steady pace so that you can keep your mind refreshed and focused before you take your exams, because you don't want to forget all the information. They say
It's a lot.
You know, when you sit in a class, you only retain 20% of that information that you actually learn in class. When you go home, you might forget most of it. So definitely stay on it, study as much as you can, even if you're working a full-time job. I worked 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, and I still went to school 5:30 to 9:30, Monday through Thursday, got it done, got my studies in, and here I am. So it can happen. It can really happen. You just have to
be
really
dedicated.
focus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay motivated. You're after one goal, and that goal will be reached if you put your mind to it. So.
And the faster that you finish those courses, the faster that you get to start getting those checks, getting those clients, and just really like paving your way in real estate, which I want to point out, it does take a while. So don't be, you know, discouraged by the idea that like your first year is not going to be great. It could be whatever you make it. You could have an amazing first year. And then your second year, my favorite thing about real estate is every year it gets easier.
Yeah.
Because you just know more and more people know about you, more and more people refer you.
Your knowledge is more powerful.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah.
a huge difference
Yeah.
after the first
The
year.
confidence that comes with really understanding how to do anything you need to do real estate transaction wise makes you so comfortable, and it makes the job honestly so much easier because you don't have to like feel like you're preparing for something all the time. You're just, it's all in here.
And honestly, when you complete school and you start on the track of seeing who you want to work with, I believe that's what makes you or breaks you.
For sure. So that brings us to our next point, which is, say you pass the test, you are ready to go. So you can start interviewing, you know, when you're about to take your exam, or you can wait till right after. But interviewing brokerages is a huge part.
Very important.
So this is kind of a unique industry where not really the brokerage is interviewing you. I mean, we are definitely wanting to see if you're a good fit for us too, but you're really interviewing them.
Yeah, you need to ask all the questions you can as possible to make sure that they're the ones for you, because you're the one that's going to be working for them. And you want to make sure you have a great bond with them, your vibe is good, morale, culture, everything in that
Lines
brokerage,
up. Yeah.
it meets your standards, because it's a huge deal when you go somewhere and you're just unhappy. From my personal experience, my first year, bummer. Complete bummer.
I'm sorry, that was hilarious.
And we are always open and willing to take on interns that are ready to learn, are just excited to get into the industry and want to see what it's like to be in our shoes for a couple of days. We're open for that.
Yeah.
So if you want to come on and say, hey, I want to shadow you for 3 days, great, come on, let's go. Because I'm going to teach you the ways, and I'm going to show you what it's like to be in real estate realistically, and see if you really want to jump into it. So
When I had to ask my broker a question, it would be like a week sometimes, or I would get oh, I'm really busy right now.
Yeah. Or no response.
Yeah.
No email, nothing.
So definitely we took that and we were like, we don't want any agent to feel that way. Because at the end of the day, we were agents too, you know? So, and
everyone
we still
starts
are.
from the bottom. So you have to remember that. You are never better than anybody. I'm sorry. Whether you've been in the game for 5 minutes to 10 years.
Yeah. And someone can come in and in their first year make a bigger impact than someone who's been in it for 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's really what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it.
Right.
So if you're a go-getter, you're a self-starter, real estate might be
Right.
the career for you. You just have to be, you know,
Ready to go for it.
Yeah.
Go get after it, actually.
exactly.
Like, your mindset really has to be there. And if you're not ready for it, you might not make it.
And-
but if you have the right team behind you, you will make it, because we will keep you motivated and we will keep you going throughout the entire time. So that's one thing we're really proud about, is helping our agents grow, even if they just came from school, and that's something huge to us. So really proud of that.
One other thing I definitely want to mention is that real estate is best when you can do it full time. I think it's best when you come into it thinking that this is going to be my career and
Right.
I'm going to grow over the next 20, 30 years, the same way that you would going into any, you know, career.
But don't get it wrong. Don't get us wrong. You can still have a full-time job and then slowly link away from there. I went into real estate working full-time at corporate America, and then I slowly drifted off to part-time, literally working only 3 days a week and making my other days all about real estate. It is very overwhelming when you have 2 jobs and you're taking on leads and trying to do tours and making your schedule work. And if you have kids and your family, it's a lot, and it comes into play. So you have to really consider that. But if you can slowly get away from it, it's best, because once you get those big deals coming in and you're steady, you'll get the flow of it, and eventually you will quit your job. And that's great, because then that means you're on the right road to success and you're going to kill it. So we really think that that's a good step if you want to start taking real estate full time. So
Yeah. Real estate is something that you have to commit really your life to it to be super successful. People have to synonymate you and your entire being and life with real estate.
Right.
So whether you're doing it full-time or part-time, you have to understand that that commitment is marketing yourself, you know, like scheduling. You're basically your own boss. Yes, your brokerage is there to support you, but you are completely in control of your schedule, your day, your clients, your marketing, your everything. So you have to really be a disciplined and self-motivated person to balance it.
like I said, time is money, and it's true.
100%,
Because you
100%.
really have to maintain your time wisely if you want to make this your career, because everything you do at each hour of the day, it all counts. It all counts towards your bank account, honestly.
100%.
Because if you sit around all day and don't do anything besides,
Which is easy to do some days, and you don't really realize like
Yeah.
it adds up those days that you're just
we
like
have some of those days. Don't
Yeah.
get us wrong.
for sure.
But we do make sure that we stay productive, because
The office is our second home.
Yeah.
Like, we're here on the weekends, all the time. So. Anyways, I hope that you guys found this video helpful, learning a little bit about how to get licensed, some advice about whether or not you should get licensed. Again, we want to encourage everybody who feels like this is the right career path for you to go for it, follow your dreams, chase your dreams, always. That's the only way that you're truly going to be happy in your career.
and we are more than happy to help you guys.
For sure.
If
Reach
you need
out.
help, reach out to us, DM us, Instagram,
yes.
all social media. We
Yes.
have it all.
We're on it, all of it. And we will definitely link all our social media so that you can check us out there. All right, DFW, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode, all about how to get licensed and some tips on whether or not real estate is for you. Again, we're always gonna keep it real here.
At Real Dallas.
Hell yeah. Good one, Tina.
So stay tuned for our next episode. We're going to teach you so much more. We have a lot of great content coming, so stay tuned.
And some
guys.
great guests.
Yes.
Yep. See you next time.
Bye.